Have you ever had the unsettling feeling that you aren't living your life, but that it's being lived through you, as if you're an actor in a play, reading from a script you didn't write? You know the lines by heart, you know the disastrous final act is coming, but some invisible director forces you to play it out again and again. These are the phantom scripts of the mind, the emotional loops that hold us captive. They are the unseen forces that make you lash out when you yearn for peace, or go silent when you desperately want to be heard. We're not just here to diagnose the problem. We're here to show you how to walk off the stage, leave the theater, and become your own author. So, what is this ghost in the machine? At its heart, an emotional loop is a self-feeding cycle, an Ouroboros, where a thought gives birth to a feeling, and that feeling in turn nourishes the very same thought. Think of it as a path in the woods. The first time you walk it, it's a struggle. But after 100 trips, a deep groove is carved into the earth. Your mind works the same way. These loops are simply well-worn grooves in your consciousness. Maybe it's the jolt of anxiety before a work presentation, or that flash of defensiveness when a partner asks a simple question. The punchline to this cosmic joke is always the same. You're left feeling exhausted, misunderstood, and stuck. But here's the secret. These loops are not evidence that you are broken. They are the artifacts of a mind trying its best to keep you safe, using old strategies that no longer serve you. This isn't your fault. It's simply a part of the human design. So how do you begin to change a pattern you can't fully see? You can't fight a shadow, and you can't argue with an echo. The only way to deal with the unconscious is to make it conscious. The first step isn't to fight, but to see. This starts by becoming a curious detective of your own inner world. Try keeping an emotional log. When a powerful, familiar feeling washes over you, pause. Get curious. What just happened? Where am I? Who am I with? What was the thought that came just before the feeling? Slowly, like developing a photograph, a picture will emerge. You'll begin to see the script. This isn't about judging your lines or your performance. It's about simply reading the script for what it is. In this act of detached observation, you stop being the actor caught in the drama and become the silent witness in the audience. That is where your power lies. Now, with the light of awareness on, you don't wrestle the pattern into submission. That's just creating another conflict, another drama. Instead, you introduce a pause, a sacred gap. This is where you reclaim your freedom. Here are 3 ways to create that gap. First, drop an anchor in the present. The mind loves to spin tales about the past and future, but your body is always, unfailingly, right here, right now. When you feel a loop begin, bring all of your attention to the physical sensations. Is your chest tight? Is your stomach in knots? Don't judge it, just feel it. Then, take one slow, deep breath. Then, another. This pulls you out of the story and back into reality, creating the space you need to choose. Second, offer compassion to the wound. When we fall into an old pattern, our inner critic loves to scream at us. But shame is the fuel that keeps these loops spinning. That old pattern is a wounded part of you. To yell at it is to deepen the wound. Instead, turn towards it with kindness. You can say to yourself, I see you. I know you're trying to protect me, but I am the adult in the room now, and I've got this. Third, move the energy. Emotion is just energy in motion. When it gets stuck in a loop, it stagnates. The body keeps the score, so when you feel stuck, change your physical state. Stand up, take a walk around the block, do a few jumping jacks, shake your arms and legs like you're trying to shake off water. This releases the chemical charge of the emotion and literally resets your nervous system. If this exploration resonates within you, please join our community of fellow travelers by liking and subscribing. Your presence here at Hollow Made Whole helps others find the map. Freeing yourself from emotional loops is not about arriving at some perfect destination where the old paths in the forest disappear. They will likely always be there. This is a practice of carving a new, wider, more beautiful path, one you choose to walk with awareness. You start by noticing the old groove with honest curiosity. Then you introduce a simple pause with breath and presence. And finally, you respond to your own struggle with compassion instead of contempt. You are not doomed to repeat the same story. You can realize that you are not the actor nor the script, but the conscious space in which the entire play unfolds. And in that space, you are already free.